What up? It's your boy Wall Street back again. I was away for a little bit, hanging out with my crew down in Florida. But I'm back now, and I'm ready to talk that hoop game. And with the AllStar game right around the corner, it's about a month away, I want to say. I want to talk about some potential first-time All-Stars that we may have in this year's game. And the one I want to talk about today is Alperen Sengun. By way of Turkey, is now on the Houston Rockets and is having a great season. He's been on the rise, for the past couple of years. Had a big jump from his rookie year in the 21 to 22 season. Went from 9.6 points per game to 14.8 in the 22 to 23 season. Last year was at 21.1 points per game and is not quite at that same mark this year, at least right now, through 42 games this season. He's at 19.2 points per game, but averaging more rebounds. He's averaging double-digit rebounds for the first time in his career, 10.5 rebounds per game. Career high in assists as well at 5.1 assists per game. Career high in steals as well at 1.3 per game. So he's really good. And he had a chance, frankly, to be an all-star last season, and he got snubbed. But I think this year it's going to be a lot harder for the Rockets to not at least have one all-star from their team. So a lot of people have been saying Jalen Green's the best player. A lot of people have been saying that Alperen Sengun's the best player. Some people are saying that Amen Thompson's the best player, but I don't think it's likely that Amen Thompson is going to make the All-Star game this season. I think the likeliest one out of the three of them is probably Sengun. And, Fred VanVleet is also, should probably be in consideration, but he hasn't really shot the ball that well. So I don't really know, but I can't see this team having more than two All-Stars. But I do think they deserve to have two All-Stars in the game. They're the second best team in the West right now. I believe they're at like 29 and 13. So, it's just an incredible jump from last season. They just missed the play-in last season. I think they finished at 500 or maybe a game over or a game under. And it's just been all the way up, since then. Like, Ime Udoka has really taken this team and just turned them into a great basketball team. They're super young, and they have a really good future ahead of them, and they also drafted Reed Shepherd this past year. He hasn't really been playing that much. They sent him down to the G League, where he had a crazy game, put up 49 points in his first G League game. This team just has so much potential, right? And they're mentioning, maybe, they'll get involved, try to get Jimmy Butler in a trade. I don't even think they should do that. I really think that all they should do is just stand pat, continue to develop their team and their players and their play style. And that's really all they need to do. And sorry, I said 29 and 13. The Rockets are 28 and 14. My mistake. But that is still 7 games back of the Oklahoma City Thunder, who are at 35 and 7. So the West is pretty interesting once you hit the 2 seed. You got Memphis right behind the Rockets, just a game and a half behind at 28 and 15. Nuggets, a game and a half behind. I think I said the Grizzlies are a half game behind the Rockets. Nuggets are a game and a half. They're at 27 and 16. And the Clippers are at 5 at 24 and 18. The Clippers are really trying to make the playoffs. They don't want their pick going to the Oklahoma City Thunder, and it also being a lottery pick. Inevitably, though, it's probably going to go to the Thunder because they have the right to swap, and the Clippers are likely going to have a higher first-round pick in any scenario than the Oklahoma City Thunder will. So, but point here is that there are a lot of good teams in the Western Conference. And the Rockets being able to jump as far as they have this season is incredible. And it has a lot to do with the players on their team, namely Sengun, Jalen Green, Amen Thompson, Fred VanVleet, Jeff Green as well, being a savvy, good veteran for their squad. Tari Eason, they have such a deep team. Cam Whitmore, Dylan Brooks, so many good players. So I do think Sengun has a really good chance. I don't think he's going to get voted in as a starter, but he was, pretty high up in the fan returns this last time out. I think the third fan returns were like 3 or 4 days ago now. And Sengun was 6th in Western Conference front court votes with around 764,000. So he's right behind Anthony Davis, but there's a pretty far margin between the 6th spot where Sengun is and the 5th spot where AD is. AD's at 1.9 million votes. So it's unlikely that he's going to get voted in as a starter. But I do think he's probably going to get into the game at least as a reserve. But if he does get in as a starter, it becomes a little more likely that Jalen Green could sneak into the All-Star game as a reserve. But, that's just my opinion. I personally don't think Jalen Green's going to make it this year, even though he probably should. He's just been a little too inconsistent, I think, to get the vote. And there's been so many other good breakout players that have improved over last season. Jalen Williams is probably going to be a first-time All-Star. Victor Wembanyama is probably going to be a first-time All-Star. He's, 4th in fan votes right now. So we'll see what happens. We'll certainly see what happens, but Sengun absolutely should be in the All-Star game. I think it would be a travesty if they did not have him in the game. The guy is he plays with a light bulb, shining above his head because he's just inventing new shit as he goes along out there. Like he really does look like he has no clue what's going on, but at the same time knows exactly what's going on and can make any shot, no matter how bad it looks, how tough it looks, can make any pass, no matter how tough it is. It's incredible. He really does remind me of I don't even want to say a poor man's Nikola Jokic, because they're both very similar. He just doesn't produce at the same level. And I think Sengun is a little bit more of a scorer than Jokic is, even though Jokic is averaging 30 points a game right now. He's not really looking to score, Jokic. I feel like Sengun is looking to score. He's looking to body guys in the post and just kind of have at it and have his way. But he's also a great passer. He really is a good thing for that team. And the Rockets are really going to go as far as, he and Jalen Green, I think, are going to take them. So it's going to be an interesting playoff run once they get there. They're definitely going to make the playoffs. I have no doubt. And, I'm hoping Sengun makes it to the All-Star game. But we'll see. We'll see very soon. But that's all I got, guys. So I want to know what you think, though. So please leave some comments down below. As always, if you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate you doing both of those things. Helps me, helps you, helps the channel, helps everybody. That's what I'm trying to do. So I'll catch you guys with the next one. Stay safe. Stay in all business. Peace out.